All right, story time. So, I went to the laundromat like a week ago. Put my clothes in the washer, and I had $9 in my bank account. So it's like seven something in the washer to run the washing machine. So I put my card in, and my card is declined. Like I put my clothes in, and I put the laundry detergent in, and then I swipe my card, and then my card is declined. I'm like, what the fuck? Why is it my card declined? So I put some quarters in to like drop the price, and my card's still declined. I put a few more quarters in, my card's still declined. So it's like I wasted quarters. And then I'm trying to push the thing to make the quarters come back out, and they won't come back out. So it's like I waste these quarters on the washing machine. So I took all my clothes out, went back home, and then I went back there today, and I got no money in my bank account right now, so I just went there with cash, and got some quarters there, because it only takes quarters or a card, right? So get some quarters there out of the quarter machine. And then I put my clothes in, I put the detergent in, and I always use the same washer. Is the thing that I always use the same washer. Most of the time when I go in there, I'll use the same washer. So it's this washer that my card wasn't working, and then today I put the quarters in, and the quarters won't go in the machine. And then like I push the thing, and like it's like the button's broken to spit the quarters back out, and like there's quarters like in the slot, like where they come out, and like I can't get to them though. Like they're just stuck in there. So like I wasted more quarters on that, doing that. So then I took it out of the machine, and I wasted detergent too again, and so I took it out of the machine, put it in another machine, and that one works, but it just felt like it was a thing, like a targeted thing, because I always use that washer, and like the quarters worked last week. The quarters went in the machine and it worked, but just my card wouldn't work. But then today the quarters won't work. It just eats my quarters and steals my money. So I don't know. I just feel like it's a targeted thing because I always use that same washer. But there's a bunch of people in there stalking me too, and like most of them, except like a couple of them, like 90% of the people in there looked like they don't want to stalk me, like that, and they look like they can't look me in the eye. They're just like looking down, all ashamed and stuff, or like that's what they look like. They look like they're like ashamed to stalk me. Like they can't look me in the eye, and they're just like looking down the whole time. It's like most of the people in there looked like that, and then like a couple of people didn't really look like that. And then I was standing by my washing machine today, and it was like every time the cycle would change, like every time it would like stop and then start again, they were syncing up with it. Like people were walking around synced in there, and they would just like make these banging sounds synced, like they're dumping a trash can or whatever he's doing. It's like they make these banging sounds synced, and they walk in front of me simultaneous or whatever, or they walk in front of me as a car drives in front of me out the window in front of me. Or they make a banging sound as a car drives by, and my washer is changing the cycle at the same time. Like they kept syncing with it, changing the cycle like that. So that's my laundromat story today. It's always something every time I go there. Or there was a couple of times where I was there completely by myself because it was late at night. And, like, there's cars driving by outside, though, but there's a couple of times where I was just completely by myself. Nobody came in. But usually, stalkers coming in, and then sometimes, occasionally, it'll be, like, barely anybody when I'm there, or nobody when I get there, I mean. It'll be, like, nobody there, or, like, a couple people there. And then a bunch of people will start coming in, like, progressively. Like when I take my clothes out of the washer, more people come in or whatever, and then it just like fills up. Like there's just a bunch of people in there, and they're all synced up, and they're all making synced up bang sounds. They're bringing their children in. Their children running around synced up. There's nobody with their children there today though, but usually there is, and they're always synced up. So that's my laundromat story. Stay tuned for more.